Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is May 15th, and right now we're looking at the visible satellite imagery as of yesterday. So you can see the marine layer we had going on during, I believe this is the late morning hours. But if we scroll through the day, I wanted to replay what happened yesterday. You can see all the lightning strikes going on across Utah and Nevada, and eventually this would start up across the Sierra Nevada. Here you go, and it had a bit of a westward movement here out over some of the foothill areas there. And as we scroll through the evening hours, you can see as the daylight ends and the afternoon and evening heating stop, we stop the thunderstorm activity here. But we could do something similar again today. You can kind of see the sun just starting to rise off into the east there. But yeah, scroll through that one more time. And again, you can see plentiful amounts of lightning strikes again across the higher terrain of the Sierra Nevada. And some of that activity is going to be moving a bit further south towards the transverse range even today as well. We'll dive into those details and we'll check out just how warm we're going to get here also. We'll take a look at the extended forecast as always. Take a look at the mountain storms here at Hanford National Weather Service all over it the last few days, talking about the thunderstorm potential here. Seek shelter in a hardtop vehicle, sturdy buildings, wait 30 minutes after you hear lightning or thunder last before you go back outside, and don't stand underneath trees or anything like that. And if you're on the water, try to get off it if you see that thunderstorm approaching. And just a heads up here, rivers and streams are running cold, so be careful. You lose your energy pretty quickly there in that cold water. Always wear your life vest. You guys know the drill. High temperature, check it out. Reading approaching 100 degrees. Look at Willows 99, Marysville 94, Sacramento 94 as well. Marysville 97, I should say. But look at even Quincy, Bernie, Weaverville at 84 here also. So pretty warm temperatures coming up. Probably the warmest day in this stretch, this round anyway. Now, showers and thunderstorms are going to be across places like Williams and Flagstaff, Sedona, probably not getting down towards Phoenix, but you can see we're going to have some thunderstorm potential, especially for northern Arizona here and New Mexico, and again, New Mexico tomorrow. More on that here in a bit. High temperatures today. Look at Palm Springs, 98, thermal 98 here. And if you want to get some of that relief, get out towards the coastal areas. You can see we're going to have some of that marine layer out and about here today. So much cooler as you go out towards the coastline, only in the mid and upper 60s for some locations. Much warmer the further inland you go. So here's Phoenix, Arizona, also talking about some 100 to 105 readings Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So just heads up for that. Some moderate heat risk will be present. Taking a look at May 15th, strong Santa Ana winds here. Monsoon made a very early visit in 1987, and a strong storm system in 1962 even brought some higher elevation snowfall here. So we can get some crazy weather at this time of year. Taking a look at the thunderstorm threat today, you can see it does include some of the Sierra Nevada here down towards the transverse ranges. So that's what we're going to be watching this afternoon. More on that here in a bit. But you can see, again, the timing of this is probably after 1 p.m. as we go through the evening hours again. Taking a look here at the day 2, and you can see that pushes off across Arizona. It does include Flagstaff and Phoenix right now. New Mexico here and portions of Texas may have some severe weather. And day 3, this pushes off to the east. It shouldn't be a threat right now anyway. We'll continue to watch that because it's that time of year where we start getting those severe, not severe, but thunderstorm activities across the Sierra Nevada. Now, taking a look at the composite reflectivity, what the Doppler radar may look like here over the next couple of days. And this is the North American model, high resolution. So as we scroll through today, you'll see some of these showers start to pop up as we go through the afternoon hours. Some of these might pack a punch here and be prolific lightning producers just outside of the Los Angeles metro across the higher terrain out there. So watch out for that. You kind of see that westward movement to some of these storms. They try to move out towards the metro areas here. And again, there's going to be plentiful lightning with some of these storms most likely today. You can see that continue on towards tonight a bit before it wanes, and then that activity should be pushing off to these. But the North American model does show a few showers still across the Sierra Nevada as we go through tomorrow afternoon, so don't be surprised to see a couple thunderstorms associated with that. As we go towards Friday, we don't have enough model data to see out that far. If we look at the high resolution rapid refresh, we're going to scroll through today, and as we go through this afternoon, again, the HER also showing some of that thunderstorm potential across Southern California, Southern Nevada, Northern Arizona, and New Mexico. And then as we go on and through tomorrow, it does not show lightning right now across the Sierra Nevada. You can see all that activity is concentrated across New Mexico for the most part, and a few portions of Arizona getting some thunderstorm activity as well through tomorrow evening. Taking a look at today, you can see things warming up nicely. Look at Redding and Red Bluff, 98 degrees. You can see some of the valley areas really warming up. Bakersfield probably in the mid 90s maybe, somewhere around there, and maybe punch in 108 for Death Valley. Some of the desert's warming up quite nicely, but you can see much cooler along the immediate coastline versus the interior sections. Pretty typical for this time of year. Total precipitation in inches, and as we scroll through today and tomorrow, you can kind of see we're not dealing with too much in the way of precipitation. We're scrolling out all the way towards 10 days here. Even though we do show some troughing trying to show up in the extended forecast, it's pretty moisture starved right now. It could suppress some temperatures and make some gusty winds, but right now not looking at a lot of precipitation for much of the southwest. Looking at the 6 to 10 days, still that below average signal here with this troughing that's likely to be sitting up here as we go through May 20th through the 24th, all the way across the west coast. And this is kind of near normal here for California, and we're starting to dry out this time of year, so this isn't telling us too much right now. But if we look at the European model, I want to point this out. You can see that system moving through the Pacific Northwest, and you can kind of see this trough drop down. But again, it's going to kind of be moisture starved, although it would suppress temperatures here. We're not looking at any huge precipitation makers right now. We'll be watching this system, though. We have a few days to continue to watch it before we need to, start sounding any alarms as far as what's been showing. But right now, not much is showing. Taking a look at the GFS, it shows something similar here. You can see the system moving through the Pacific Northwest, and then the troughing setting up over the west coast here as we scroll out into next week. Again, we'll be watching that closely, and you can see the GFS always wants to show its tropical system out here rolling around across the northeast Pacific Ocean here as we go on it through the extended forecast. You take that with a grain of salt if you're kind of diving into some of these weather models on your own. Just kind of throw that out for now. 8 to 14 day below average signal across the west coast here, May 22nd through the 28th. And here's again near normal. Not telling us too much right now. We'll be breaking that down day by day. So stay tuned and check back daily for any updates that may be coming here. But we'll play through this one more time. You can see all that activity that bubbled up across the Sierra Nevada yesterday. Again, this is going to be focused a bit further south today. So heads up if you're out and about, even across some of the desert areas here. You could get some thunderstorm activity, especially across the higher terrain. And those are going to kind of be trying to drift west. So keep your eyes on the sky, keep your wits about you. And, if you want to get the break from that heat, go out towards the coastal areas. But yeah, anyway, I'm going in for a procedure today. I'm 50 years old, so it's time for that colonoscopy here, the random colonoscopy. So we'll see how that goes. And, it's not as bad as I thought, the preparation for it anyway. So I'll probably be taking the rest of the day off. I'm sure I'll be groggy, but I should be back tomorrow, and we'll be doing our normal weather briefings then. I hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll talk to you guys then.